Hi there, it's Michael Ackerman coming to you from Seattle, Washington, where I am a realtor with Coldwell Banker Bain. Today's video blog is for all you buyers out there that are thinking about purchasing a home, and this is something that you should do before you purchase a home or right after you purchase a home to do your due diligence about the home. Now, in the state of Washington, we have what's called a neighborhood review, which is a contingency that is a part of our inspection contingency. So as a buyer, when you're purchasing a home, I really recommend always inspecting the home you're buying. You want to know what you're getting. The roof, the plumbing, the electrical, the foundation, every aspect about the home. But you also want to do your due diligence about finding information about where the home is located. And the neighborhood review in the state of Washington allows you to do this. This is a 3 business day period where the buyer can do their research about the neighborhood and walk away for any reason, get their earnest money back if something comes up that is not acceptable to them. And these are some things that you should do. Now, if you're watching this in a different state, you probably have a similar contingency. It might be named differently. So talk to your agent or broker about it. But what you want to do is you want to do your due diligence and research the area and the neighborhood that the home is located in. Some things that you may want to research is proximity to shopping, noise, transit, if you don't want to use your car a lot and you want to take the bus or a light rail or a train to work, figure out what that commute time is going to be. Bike lanes. A lot of buyers are biking to work now, especially in the state of Washington and the city of Seattle. Find out how close it is to bike lanes. You want to research the schools. If you have kids, young kids, or you're planning on having kids, you want to plan long term, even the next 5 to 10 years, you want to make sure that the schools in the area are to your liking. You can check local crime statistics. This is really important. Now, again, crime happens really in virtually every neighborhood in the United States. Some neighborhoods less than others. So you do want to keep that in mind when you're doing your research. And also check registered sex offender lists. This is really important, especially if you have small kids. It doesn't necessarily mean you don't want to buy the home, but it's an awareness thing. At least you'll know who to watch out for if there is a registered sex offender in your neighborhood. And having somebody living next door as opposed to a block or 4 or 5 blocks away can make a difference to you in the deciding factor on whether it's the right home for you. So you really do want to do your due diligence online about the home in the neighborhood. You also want to knock on some doors and talk to the neighbors. This is the best thing that you could possibly do. Knock on the door of the neighbors in the street and say, hey, we're thinking about making an offer on this home. How do you like living in the neighborhood? Trust me, the neighbors will talk. If there's anything interesting or not so interesting, or you may get more gossip than you really were wanting, but the neighbors will really talk. But it's a really good way for you to get a firsthand experience on what it's like to live in the neighborhood. So talking to the neighbors is a really great idea. So again, neighborhood review in the city of Seattle, state of Washington. It may be called something else if you're watching this in a different state. But do your due diligence not only on the home that you're buying, the physical home, but also the area in which it's located. I think this will go a long way in making you feel prepared in making an educated decision on the right house in the right area. Again, this is Michael Ackerman with Coldwell Banker Bain, and until we meet again, take care and be well, and remember, it's all about the connection.